General Hospital spoilers leak that speculation is arising that Carly Spencer's decision to stand by Sonny Corinthos during his upcoming surgery threatens to stir up major drama. Carly's presence at Sonny's side could send two wildly misleading signals to the town's gossip mill. First, it might scream that something's seriously wrong with Sonny, given their icy post-divorce dynamic and lack of public support for each other since their messy split. Second, it could spark rumors that Carly and Sonny are rekindling their romance, despite being firmly done. With emotions running high and tongues wagging, will Carly's good intentions blow up in her face? Carly's choice to be there for Sonny's surgery is rooted in their shared history, but spoilers suggest it's setting off alarm bells. The Corinthos clan has been fractured since their scandalous divorce, and Carly and Sonny haven't exactly been each other's cheerleaders in public. Her sudden appearance at his bedside could signal to Port Charles that Sonny's health crisis is dire. Why else would Carly, of all people, show up? Insiders say this move might amplify concerns about Sonny's condition, putting his tough guy image and business dealings under scrutiny. Is Carly's loyalty about to make waves she didn't anticipate? The second misstep could be even juicier. Carly's presence might convince Port Charles that she and Sonny are back together. Spoilers tease that their complicated history, passion, betrayal, and all, makes it easy for onlookers to jump to romantic conclusions. Despite their clear stance that they're over, the sight of Carly playing the role of the supportive ex-wife could fuel gossip that they're reigniting old flames. This rumor could mess with Sonny's business and Carly's own life, especially if WSB Chief Jack Brennan gets the wrong idea. The last thing either needs is a fake love story derailing their worlds. Can Carly keep the narrative straight, or will these mixed messages spiral out of control? Spoilers hint she'll struggle to clarify her intentions, especially with Port Charles' rumor mill in overdrive. If people think Sonny's on death's door, his enemies might pounce, weakening his grip on power. Meanwhile, romance rumors could alienate allies and complicate Carly's personal life, particularly with those who know she's moved on. Will Carly and Sonny set the record straight, or will her act of compassion spark chaos on both fronts? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Messy Syrup. It's me, Abby, here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. General Hospital spoilers for Monday, April 28, reveal that Carly Spencer will make an alarming discovery in Sonny Corinthos' room, while Kristina Corinthos Davis blasts backstabber Alexis Davis. At GH, Brad Cooper will complain to Portia Robinson that their new arrangement sucks. Even so, Brad will have to keep doing Portia's dirty work if he wants to keep his job. Over with Tracy Quartermaine, she'll show Giovanni Gio Palmieri some information and try to turn him against Sonny. Gio is pretty loyal to Sonny at this point, but will Tracy reveal anything that might change his mind? Next, Jordan Ashford will pull Curtis Ashford aside and give him the heads up on something. It sounds like Jordan might have some updates that relate to her Jen Sidwell mission. Speaking of missions, Jocelyn Jacks will remain on one for the WSB. Vaughn will remind Jocelyn that she has to get closer to Professor Henry Dalton and score the research assistant spot. When Jocelyn gripes about the hurdle she's facing, Vaughn will wonder if this is her way of saying she can't do it. Jocelyn isn't the type of person to back down from a challenge, so she may make a prediction about accomplishing her goal no matter what. In the meantime, Emma Scorpio Drake will continue her own efforts to impress Professor Dalton during their encounter at the Savoy. Professor Dalton gives off creepy vibes and may want Emma in his bed, so that's definitely a concern here. Whatever the case, Jocelyn could derail Professor Dalton and Emma's conversation at some point to carry out her own agenda. At the law office, Kristina will lash out at Alexis for having the papers to have her committed drawn up behind her back. Alexis will look uncomfortable as Kristina rages at her with Molly Lansing Davis in the same room. Alexis will look uncomfortable as Kristina rages at her with Molly Lansing Davis in the same room. Will Alexis eventually corner Kristina alone and tell her the real story behind those papers? Kristina may find out it was Diane Miller's idea as a potential legal tactic, one that could keep Kristina out of prison since she tried to sabotage Ava Jerome's car and got Rick Lansing's car by mistake. In Los Angeles, Carly will be alarmed over what she discovers in Sunny's room. Monday's GH preview video shows Carly exclaiming in shock as she opens the door, but what will she see? Sunny's shady nurse just slipped into his room to inject him with something, but his eyes popped open when she made her move. It's possible Sunny will try to fight the nurse off despite his weakened state, so could she end up on the floor unconscious or even deceased? Sunny might be able to turn the syringe around on this woman and end her life. General Hospital spoilers say someone obviously ordered another hit on Sunny, so stick with us for any other bad news that's looming due to this persistent threat. General Hospital spoilers hint that Willow Corinthos could face a plane crash following her visit to Michael Corinthos' clinic in Baden-Baden. Will a return trip disaster mean that Drew Kane gets the kids? Willow recently signed the paperwork to name Drew the legal guardian of Wiley Corinthos and Amelia Corinthos if anything happens to her. There's been a lot of focus on the possibility that Willow might face a grim fate or end up incapacitated, so GH writers have to be going somewhere with this. All signs point to there being a situation where Willow can't care for the kids while Michael is still recovering. Drew may indeed become Wiley and Amelia's legal guardian, so let's consider how this might play out. We know Willow makes it to the clinic in the April 25 episode, so her flight to Germany will land without any problems. However, there's certainly the potential for disaster to strike on the way back. It looks like Willow's attempt to see Michael won't go as well as she might have hoped. We could certainly imagine Carly Spencer, or especially Drew, sabotaging this visit by pulling some strings behind the scenes at the clinic. Things may go from bad to worse for Willow once she gets on her flight home. Could Willow's plane crash and kick off the next phase of the storyline? There might be some shocking news about the aircraft going missing and a search getting underway. The wreckage could eventually be found, but what about Willow's outcome? If the story heads in this direction, that doesn't mean they have to kill off Willow. Drew was presumed deceased in a plane crash, but he turned out to be alive in the end. That said, it might initially be assumed that Willow's gone for good, or maybe she could be pulled from the wreckage with serious injuries. Whatever the case, this plane drama could be the real reason the writers had Willow fly all the way to see Michael instead of just picking up the phone. GH fans have been making some worried predictions about what's ahead for Willow, so don't miss what's in store. General Hospital spoilers say some danger could be brewing for Willow, so stick with us for updates on all the mayhem. General Hospital spoilers for Monday, April 28, 2025 are here. In the next episode, fans can expect Tracy Quartermain to blindside Giovanni Gio Palmieri. Kristina Corinthos Davis confronts Alexis Davis. Plus, what is Sunny Corinthos' fate? Keep reading, and let's talk about what is coming up in the next episode of the ABC soap opera. Let's begin with Alexis, who agreed to have Diane Miller file commitment papers for Kristina. However, Alexis changed her mind at the last minute. The lawyer knows that her two daughters are getting along for the first time in forever. Alexis doesn't want to upset that. However, right after Ava Jerome came demanding more money, Alexis is confronted. Kristina blasts her mother and asks how she can do that behind her back. Well, Alexis should inform her daughter that she knows about her little crime. Once Kristina learns that her crime isn't so secret and about the blackmail, could she realize this has already gone way too far? Girl, just confess to the police and beg a judge for leniency. Over in Los Angeles, Carly will enter Sunny's hospital room and be horrified. In a preview clip, Carly is looking down, toward the floor but across the room. So Carly must see Sunny's body lying there. We know that Sunny isn't being killed off. However, could the fake nurse's identity be exposed? At one point, Sunny tries to divide Carly and Jack Brennan. General Hospital spoilers reveal that Tracy will blindside Gio. The matriarch holds up a tablet with what appears to be a news article. Only the very top of it can be seen, but Tracy issues a warning to the young man. Gio is told that he might want to reconsider supporting Sunny. Fans will also see Vaughn confront Jocelyn Jax. In a preview clip, the handler is angry while asking if she's saying she can't do it. Joss does look rattled, but we also know that Emma Scorpio Drake tries to do damage control with Professor Henry Dalton. Even though Joss and Emma are not friends, I could see them eventually working together. At the club, Jordan Ashford has a confrontation with Curtis Ashford. Finally, at the hospital, Brad Cooper gets brutally honest with Portia Robinson. The lab tech tells the good doctor that this arrangement suits the case. Which storyline are you looking forward to seeing the most on Monday, April 28, 2025? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. General Hospital spoilers tease Port Charles is abuzz with whispers of a familiar name, Dylan Quartermain. Speculation is mounting that Dylan may soon return to the canvas. Whether portrayed by Scott Clifton, Robert Palmer Watkins, or a fresh face remains to be seen. With Lulu Spencer recently awakened from her years-long coma, the timing feels almost too perfect. Could Dylan's reappearance signal a rekindling of old flames, or is he poised to stir up new drama within the Quartermain dynasty? Dylan, the artistic and often underestimated Quartermain, has always walked a fine line between family loyalty and personal ambition. His previous departures from Port Charles were marked by a desire to escape the suffocating expectations of his lineage. However, with the Quartermain family facing internal upheavals and external threats, Dylan's return could be both timely and strategic. His unique perspective and creative flair might be just what the family needs to navigate the treacherous waters ahead. Lulu's awakening has sent shockwaves through Port Charles. After years in a coma, she has returned to a world that has moved on without her. Her ex-husband, Dante Falconeri, had found solace with the late Sam McCall, and her children have grown and changed in her absence. Lulu's resilience and determination are being tested as she strives to reclaim her place in this new reality. Her interactions with Dylan, should he return, could offer both comfort and complexity as she navigates her re-entry into society. A job at deception, a budding friendship with a stable boy, and a deep dark secret that is keeping her from coming clean about her feelings for Dante could all take a back seat if Dylan walks back into her life now. The history between Dylan and Lulu is rich and layered. Their youthful romance was marked by passion, misunderstandings, and the challenges of growing up amidst family drama. With both characters having evolved through their respective journeys, a reunion could explore how past affections adapt to present realities. Whether as friends, confidants, or something more, their renewed connection promises to add depth to the unfolding narratives in Port Charles. As the possibility of Dylan's return looms, fans are left to ponder the implications. Will he be a stabilizing force for the Quartermains, a catalyst for Lulu's reintegration, or a wildcard stirring the pot? Keep checking back with us for more GH news and spoilers right ahead. There were plenty of shockers today, Friday, April 25, 2025, on General Hospital. If you missed it, here is a recap for you. Jordan Ashford and Drew Kane join Jen Sidwell for dinner. Drew is surprised to find out that Jordan is now working for Sidwell after leaving her job as deputy mayor. Jordan says that she needs a fresh start and would also like to try to have one with their friendship. After Jordan leaves, Drew tells Sidwell that he is lucky to have her on his team. He also believes that they will work well together because their mutual opponent is Sunny Corinthos. Brooke Lynn Quartermain is furious to learn that Lulu Spencer is working on a story about adoption for the Landview invader. She believes that this story was motivated by the fact that BLQ never told Dante Falconeri that she gave their child up for adoption 20 years ago. Again, Brooklyn fights with Lulu to protect her privacy, as well as the privacy of the child, who may not even know that he was given up. Lulu reminds BLQ that she has kept her secret despite not agreeing with it, just as Dante walks in. Brooklyn tells him that she and her husband are contemplating adoption, and as usual, she believes that Lulu is meddling. After she leaves, Danny asks Lulu if she was purposely in BLQ's business. Alexis Davis is meeting with Marco Rios about the deception file and all of its moving components. Lucy Coe changes her mind a lot, and Tracy Quartermain is always difficult. As they discuss various issues, Ava Jerome walks in and demands to see Alexis alone. She wants Alexis to embezzle another $150,000 for her from the Cassadines account. Alexis tells Ava that she can't do it so soon, or they will both get caught. Ava then reminds Alexis that she is the one calling the shots now. Nina Reeves is making a plan in her office with Portia Robinson when Willow Corinthos calls from Germany. She is about to walk into the clinic to visit with Michael Corinthos. Nina wishes her luck and continues her conversation with Portia. She has thought of a way to set Drew's sidekick, Ezra Boyle, up by hiring an escort. Portia agrees that making Ezra look bad also makes Drew look bad, so they call Jacinda the escort. After she arrives, they explain that they want her to frame a congressman, and Jacinda says that this is the type of thing that gets girls killed, so her fee would be $6,000. Willow calls Nina back and tells her that Michael refused to see her and that she will be on an early flight home. She says that Drew would never treat her like this and that she can't wait to get home. Nina hangs up the phone and tells Jacinda that they have a deal. After Willow leaves the clinic, the woman who told her that her husband wouldn't see her then makes a call to Drew. She tells him that she blocked Willow from seeing Michael, and Drew tells her that her payment is on the way. Molly Lansing Davis finds Kristina Corinthos' court commitment papers in her bag and freaks out. She is with Cody Bell at GH, trying to figure out how she has the document. She realizes that it must have accidentally come from Diane Miller. She tells Cody that she needs to see her sister right away, and he agrees to go with her. Kristina is babysitting Donna, so Cody agrees to teach Donna how to make knots for lollipops, and they leave the room. Molly immediately shows Kristina the paperwork, and they are both confused. Molly thinks maybe it was from when the baby died, but Kristina realizes that it is dated the same day as their girls' night with Alexis. They decide that they need answers, so they go to their mother's office. Alexis is about to transfer more money to Ava when they both walk in and demand answers. Carly Spencer and Brick are having coffee while waiting for Sunny's heart surgery to be over. They talk about the firebombing at Sunny's penthouse and how Brick is still trying to figure out who was behind it. They also talk about Michael's progress at the burn clinic. Eventually, the doctor comes out and tells them that Sunny made it through the surgery and will have a slow recovery, but he should be fine. Brick again says that all safety measures possible are in place to protect Sunny as he recovers. Meanwhile, Jack Brennan's sidekick, Colette, walks into Sunny's room and begins shutting off machines, and then gets ready to inject him as Sunny looks at her. General Hospital spoilers hint that Willow Tate Corinthos is determined to visit Michael Corinthos in Germany. Still, with so much that has gone down in Port Charles recently, more specifically, her impulsive decision to sign over guardianship of her kids to Drew Kane, is there unforeseen drama on the horizon? General Hospital spoilers remind fans that Willow stupidly signed a document that gives Drew guardianship over Wiley Corinthos and Amelia Corinthos during the week of April 14 to 18. As Michael isn't in a state to take care of his children currently, if anything happens to Willow, custody of Wiley and Amelia could be handed over to Drew. Of course, Tracy Quartermain, Carly Spencer, Jason Morgan, Sonny Corinthos, and Nina Reeves would band together to ensure this doesn't happen. However, as Drew is a congressman, and this is the land of soaps, his document could stand within a court of law. This week, Willow declared she was going to see Michael, and it seems as if she'll make it to the Baden-Baden facility in one piece. However, could something happen to her while she's in Germany or traveling back? Obviously, Willow won't die. She's too important in current storylines. But could an accident cause her to fall into a coma? Then again, she could simply be too injured to leave Germany and head back to Port Charles, thus leaving her kids in Drew's care. Drew's actions around custody of Wiley and Amelia could be the very thing that shows Willow what a slimeball he truly is, especially if he keeps her children away from their extended family. Moreover, Nina and Monica Quartermain. Could Willow get into an accident that lands her in a coma while she's in Germany, or possibly when she's heading home? Join the conversation in the comments section. Catch ABC Soap Daily to see what happens next and visit this site often for the best General Hospital updates, news, and spoilers. General Hospital spoilers reveal a preview clip has been released for Friday, April 25, 2025. It shows Willow take Corinthos' visit to Michael Corinthos to go wrong. Dante Falconieri awkwardly interrupts a tense debate. Plus, what is Sonny Corinthos' fate? Keep reading and let's talk about what is coming up in the next episode of the ABC soap opera. In Germany, Willow shows up to speak with Michael. Willow told Drew Kane that she needed to face one more person, and that's why she needed to take this trip. However, Willow also told Jason Morgan, who then blabbed to Carly Spencer. So when Willow shows up, she might not be allowed to see Michael. Over at Lulu Spencer's house, she will have another confrontation. This time, Brooklyn Quartermain shows up to confront Lulu about the adoption story. However, Lulu would probably tell BLQ that she is a grown woman and can do what she wants. As the two bicker, guess who walks in? That's right, none other than Dant. If this were the first time he were interrupting bickering, it would be one thing. However, Dante has come across these two intense debates before, so he's going to want to know what's going on. General Hospital spoilers reveal that Nina Reeves plays dirty with Drew. Nina also tells Portia Robinson that she is going to play an important role in taking down Drew. So I wonder what kind of trap Nina has in mind. Faz will also see Ava Jerome drop another bomb on Alexis Davis. Ava wants to make a change to the payment schedule. However, both Molly Lansing Davis and Kristina Corinthos Davis both get their hands on the commitment papers. Molly and Kristina won't understand it, so expect Alexis to be confronted by her two confused and furious daughters. Over in Los Angeles, Sonny will make it through this heart surgery. However, a mysterious nurse comes in with a syringe. It could be Colette Moreau, but it will be a failure since Sonny clearly lives. It seems Sonny opens his eyes right at that moment, so let's see what happens next. Which storyline are you looking forward to seeing the most? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. On the next GH, Kristina and Molly want answers. Meanwhile, Sonny is in grave danger, and Gio turns to Emma for help. In addition to Kristina and Molly wanting answers, General Hospital spoilers for Monday, April 28, 2025, focus on Trina and Kai enjoying a night out and Alexis receiving a gift. The involuntary admission document has gotten around. First, it was at the law firm, then the hospital, then Carly's house, where Kristina babysat Donna, and now it's back at the law firm. After Molly uncovered the incendiary doc, she and Cody immediately brought it over to Kristina, who was shocked that her mom would have Diane draw up the paperwork that was signed a couple of days ago. So Molly accompanied her sister to confront their mother. And now, according to Monday's teasers, Kristina and Molly want answers. Will Alexis come clean, or will she devise an excuse that doesn't give away what she knows in front of Molly? Another one of the teasers claims that Alexis receives a gift. Let's hope the gift is a significant distraction that won't require her to confess what Kristina did to Rick and Elizabeth. Molly wouldn't take that well. The Friday cliffhanger. A hit woman tries to inject Sunny's IV with something presumably deadly. She's such a copycat since that was Cyrus Renault's thing. Anyway, Sunny is in grave danger. Will the assassin do harm and send Sunny to the afterlife? Or will a now-awake Sunny stop her from completing the injection? He sure can't count on Brick, who quickly exited stage right after the surgery, to fly off to Dubai. Let's hope Carly can help Sunny save himself, or Brick isn't too far and can make it back to catch the mystery woman. Trina still has issues trusting Kay's upcoming surgery will go well. She also doesn't like that this ties Kai to Drew. But she will undoubtedly put on a brave, happy face when she and Kai enjoy a night out. Who knows, they may be unable to do this for a while, so she might as well support him any way she can. Finally, Gio and Emma have become people who rely on each other for support. On Monday, it's Gio's turn to seek help from Emma. What kind of assistance does he need? More importantly, will Emma say yes? She's a tad unpredictable, that one. Another explosive week in Port Charles. General Hospital spoilers for the week of April 28. May 2 tease a week of danger and deception in Port Charles. Between Drew's shocking deception and Sunny's imminent danger, it's gearing up to be an explosive week for Port Charles. On Monday, Sunny's life may be on the line after he was injected with a mysterious drug after his open heart surgery. Is it Sidwell attempting to take out Sunny, or is it the penthouse bomber? Meanwhile, it's going to be a tough week for Willow. She's already been denied by Michael, and midweek, she'll have an unpleasant homecoming. Nina will have second thoughts about her plan to frame Drew with the prostitute, but it sounds like it may be too late. Look for Drew to plead his case to Willow on Thursday, while Nina ends the week debriefing Carly on the chaos that ensued while she was in lay. On the Gio/Brooklyn/Lulu front, Gio will start the week needing help from his new buddy Emma, while Brooklyn ends the week opening up to Tracy. However, midweek, Tracy will reveal shocking information to Gio. The week will end with Lulu and Dante having an emotional talk. But will that include outing Brooklyn's big secret? As for the Davis women, the week will start out with Kristina and Molly demanding answers from Alexis, who at the same time receives a gift. What is this gift, and how will she explain the institution papers to her daughters? Midweek, when Laura and Curtis confer, it could be about several things: the Esplanade project, Jordan's resignation, or their shared frustration with Drew. No one saw this one coming. As if Drew couldn't get any worse, he managed to outdo himself on the April 25, 2025 episode of General Hospital, at Willow's expense. Today was a big day for Willow. She decided to take Jason's advice and have an open and honest conversation with Michael, which meant flying to Germany and visiting her ex-husband in the burn clinic. But things quickly took a turn when Willow arrived and told the receptionist she was there to see Michael. The receptionist broke it to Willow that Michael did not want to see her, even when Willow pressed, asking her to tell him she was there about their kids. The receptionist blatantly told her that Michael wanted nothing to do with her. Willow tried hiding her devastation as she called Minna to update her and let her know she's coming back home. But as soon as Willow left the clinic, the receptionist made a call, who asked if it had been done. The receptionist assured the person it had. Then Drew promised her payment was on the way. Meanwhile, Nina and Portia set their plan in motion to put an end to Drew's reign of terror. They decided to hire a prostitute, the same one Ezra was seen with, to snap some incriminating pictures with a drugged Drew, courtesy of Portia. Nina's hope is that Willow will catch Drew with the prostitute, while the pictures will be used for Portia to blackmail Drew right back. Odds are, Portia will enlist the help of her handy lab tech, Brad, to concoct a drug to slip to the congressman. Did you see Drew manipulating Willow's visit with Michael coming? Let us know in the comments. Tracy wants Sonny to finally pay for his crimes. Some love General Hospital's Sonny, while others hate him. Tracy has every reason to be on the hate side of the argument. She may finally be able to do something about it. There are two very different sides to Sonny. He's a great dad and loves all his children. Trust and honesty are very important to him, and there is nothing he wouldn't do for those he cares about. The mob boss is also extremely charitable and anonymously donates to many causes. Those in his inner circle are very lucky. On the other side of the coin, Sonny can be a cold-blooded killer. Most recently, he shot John Cates at point-blank range and killed him without blinking an eye. He was never even charged for the crime. Yes, the guy was awful, but murder was not justified. Let's not forget what he did to Dex. First, he hung Jocelyn's boyfriend from a meat hook, and later beat him in the middle of a wedding. These are only Sonny's most recent crimes. AJ was the troubled son of Alan and Monica. He was emotionally unstable and had a drinking problem, but his downfall was probably sleeping with Carly. He is Michael's biological father, but gave up his parental rights under duress when Sonny hung him from a meat hook. Later, Sonny shot him when he believed that AJ had murdered Connie Falconeri. AJ didn't do it, Ava did. AJ was not the greatest guy, but he didn't deserve what happened to him. Tracy has not forgotten that, and she explained this to Laura. She believes it is time for Sonny to pay for his crimes. Tracy has always wanted the mob boss out of Port Charles, and she sees an opportunity. The Q matriarch and the mayor do not see eye to eye on this, especially because Tracy is getting involved with Ezra Boyle to take Sonny down. The councilman would be happy to get rid of Laura as well, so he can become the next mayor of Port Charles. This will cause problems between Laura and Tracy, who have a great relationship. Do you think Tracy is doing the right thing? Let us know in the comments section. The former GH actor loves to challenge himself. His co-stars include Pamela Anderson along with another soap alum. Since leaving General Hospital, Nicholas Alexander Chavez's world has opened up to being part of high-profile projects, walking the red carpet at fancy premieres, and starring in TikTok videos that go viral. He has appeared in TV shows and miniseries, and will make a splash on the big screen this summer in the reboot of the iconic horror film, I Know What You Did Last Summer. In just a few months, he'll add another challenge to his quickly growing acting resume. He is set to hit the stage in a Tennessee Williams play. People reports that Chavez will star with Baywatch and 2025 Golden Globe nominee Pamela Anderson in a revival of Tennessee Williams's play Camino Real. The cast includes another soap alum, Florencia Lozano, and Frankie J. Alvarez of HBO's Looking. According to People, Williams's play follows an American sailor named Kilroy as he navigates a bizarre, surreal town, the Camino Real. Throughout the play, which is fragmented as it features non-linear scenes, Kilroy meets various characters, including historical figures like Don Quixote and Lord Byron. Camino Real is one of the productions playing the Williamstown Theater Festival this summer, which is located in Williamstown, Massachusetts from July 17 to August 3. Chavez, who played Spencer Cassadine on GH for roughly 3 years. Since his exit, he has starred in Monsters, The Lyle and Eric Menendez Story, and Grotesquerie. I Know What You Did Last Summer debuts in theaters on July 18. Mark Grossman's could have ended up in Port Charles instead of Genoa City. Mark Grossman is famous for his role as Adam on The Young and the Restless. The actor joined the show in 2019 as the latest Adam recast. Grossman quickly made the role his own and wowed fans with his performances. However, if fate had worked out differently, the actor could have been on General Hospital. Grossman has become one of daytime TV's best actors. He had a tough job taking over for previous predecessors Michael Money and Justin Hartley, but he's done a phenomenal job as Adam. During a recent interview State of Mind podcast, Grossman told host, GH star Maurice Benard, that he auditioned for the ABC Sudzer. I had auditioned for Y and R at least one other time and General Hospital a couple of times, Grossman revealed. The actor then expressed gratitude for GA's casting director Mark Teschner for helping him get his foot in the door. My first month in LA, he gave me a shot and took me to producers my first month. He has a special place in my heart. But I think I read for them a couple of times, read for Y and R, and then, yeah, it was another audition. Although things didn't pan out at GH, Grossman got his big break at Y and R, however. The actor was kept in the dark about his new role. I had no clue what the role was. I didn't know a whole lot about the show, Grossman confessed. After the initial audition, I went back to the network thing, and Sharon was there, Josh was there. I got to meet them, and I think then I realized how big this role was, and then they had me come back a couple of days later and screen test on the set. It's Cliffhanger Friday in Port Charles. The next General Hospital spoilers video for Friday, April 25, 2025, tease a thrilling Friday in Port Charles. It looks like Dante may get in the middle of yet another Lulu versus Brooklyn showdown. Brooklyn is suspicious of what Lulu's up to after learning she's writing a piece about adoption, and when Dante asks, "What's going on here?" neither woman looks very innocent. "Dr. Robinson, that's where you come in," Nina tells Portia. These two have a plan of their sleeves after catching Ezra with an escort. But how will it involve Portia? Since Ava is back to her old rich self, she's been strutting around Port Charles in fancy clothes and handing out lavish gifts. But when she stops by Alexa's office, it's to inform her, "I need to make a change to our payment schedule." Meanwhile, over in Germany, it appears that Willow arrives at the clinic where Michael is healing. "I'm Willow Corinthos. I'm here to see my husband," she'll tell a nurse. But how much more of her time with Michael will we get to see? Over at GH, Molly has just discovered the papers Alexis drew up to have her sister committed, and she's about to set some friction in motion. "I need to do something about this right now," she tells Cody while staring down at the paperwork. Next, flash to Kristina saying, "The hell is this?" Is she reacting to the papers Molly found, or something else entirely? Lastly, over in LA, Sonny has begun his open heart surgery. Is Sonny okay? An urgent Carly asks. Spoilers for the week tease, she'll get an update on his prognosis. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.